Okay, so hello everybody, we're playing Domain Zoo today with Invasion of Tarkir. This is new card from the new edition, performed very well for me. In the first try, this card says it deals 2 damage to any target and can deal additional damage if you reveal a dragon card from your hand. We have Sign of Draco here as our only dragon in a deck that can help deal additional damage sometimes, but its real strength of this card is like when you flip it and you can get damage invested in this card back pretty fast, because it says whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. So basically, if you can bolt this end of turn, double bolt it or something like that, you will flip this into 4/4 dragon that deals 2 damage on attack, and you will get damage back immediately. Also, it will trigger immediately if you have Scion in play attacking, so there's some synergy there. And just having additional burn spells in the deck work really well, as you often get opponent low enough on 4-5 life, and then you now have more burn spells in the deck that can finish the job. So that is it often feels like inevitable win in these long games when you're just top decking burn. So that is it. We are going to go through the league. The list is same as in my last YouTube video. You can check the YouTube channel. Here is the new video with the Tarkir card. There is also my zoo list using the Kalheim invasion, which is also feels good, but it's completely different. Yeah, actually, we are not playing enough cards to support the DRC in this deck. There is no good non-creature spell count in this deck to support the DRC. I have the DRC list in Zoo. You can find it on my channel. So you can just scroll down a bit, and I have Zoo lists playing with DRC, but it must be it's a lot different. It is here somewhere. You must scroll a bit to find it. But they're a lot different, and they also use the Tarmogoyf. I think if you want to play the Tarmogoyf, it works much better with DRC and the bubble. Okay, so here is the video. I have videos playing both DRZs and Nekatel as a 1-drops in Zoo together with Ragavan. I have lists just playing DRC, so you can find a lot of stuff here. A lot of Zoo content here, but in this exact list, Wild Nekatel is better than DRC, because if you try to play this list, just replace the Wild Nekatel with DRC, you will often figure out that your DRC, it's turn 4 and your DRC is still 1/1, and if you attack for 1 on turn 2, DRC is immediately bad in this deck. So this is not a mid-range deck. I'm not even finding the match. Okay, so this is not a mid-range deck where you hoping to get value from the DRC over time. You really need your 1-drop to attack for more damage on turn 1, or just not even play it. There are maybe some lists, some Domain Zoo lists, completely ditching the Wild Nekatel and then playing more mid-rangey cards like Expressive Iteration. You have that too on my channel. So I like Zoo a lot, really. So there are a lot of Zoo lists here. You can find the list with DRC. You can find the list with DRC. Here it is, both DRC and Nekatel. I have a very good list. Here it is, using creating a new kind of Zoo, the modern day Zoo, 5-color. Let's just see this. Okay, this is the mid-range version. Playing the iteration, playing all the good stuff. This is like a good stuff Zoo, playing the Scion, still having access to best removal in format like Leyline Binding and Unholy Heat. We have the DRC grade here, which is just works really well in this shell. Boosted with Ledger Shredder, Abundant Growth to fix your mana, play better around Blood Moon, but it also works great as a cantrip to trigger the Ledger Shredder. It works great to help in getting the Delirium for the Channeler. I worked for this mid-range Gustav Zoo list a lot, and this is what I came to, and I got a trophy with it. It performed pretty well. Okay, we found the opponent, but this is the other type of Zoo, playing with these super aggressive 1 and 2 drops like Nishoba Brawler. It's a crazy aggressive creature, same as Territorial Kavu. Varnekatal fits the story, and the Ragavan giving you both aggressiveness and the value to play your spells earlier and get the mana advantage over your opponent. Okay, so where is my match ready yet? Yes, it is. Here it is. So, Giganta. I'm playing second. Okay, so this is decent. My opponent is unfortunately playing Obosh. What I want to say is that you can definitely play Channeler in Zoo. But just jamming it into this exact list won't work as intended. I can go for Breeding Pool, or I can go for Forest, since they're mono-red Obosh deck. Multiple options here. Okay, they're starting with Stomping Ground and Grazer. Okay, so this is not a usual Obosh deck, I guess. Okay, this is pretty weird. I doubt they're playing Blood Moon with the Golgari Rot Farm. So I'll just go for the Breeding Pool, of course. Play my Nacatl, play another Nacatl next turn, and tap Savage Giant. Okay, another Grazer. Don't care that much for Grazer. Just one card in my opponent's hand. That's pretty good for me. It's Amulet Lotus. Do they play the Obosh? Really? Did they play the Obosh? I'm not sure, yeah. So, really weird to see Obosh. The Obosh is definitely the card that confuses me here. I know normally it's a Giganta, yeah. So, Obosh is really confusing. Okay, I guess I can play the Nishoba Brawler here. But then I can get another green source. I think it's better to go for the other Nacatl and just play it this turn, attack for 3. Then I can get another green source. Next turn, play both Nishoba and Nacatl. Then go just burn phase. Yeah, it's definitely confusing. Not sure what's going on. Never actually saw the Obosh, but I guess they play a lot of these 1, 3, 5 mana spells, so maybe they just ditched few spells to fit it in. Let's see what they got. They got the Dryad Expedition map and the lands. Okay. They will be able to cast Dryad next turn, cast Valakut, play Valakut, and get 2 triggers there. They'll also be able to play another land to get 2 more triggers, so that is 12 damage. Pretty good. But they have 0 cards in hand. So I guess they can find a third Valakut too. So maybe do they have a lethal then? Do they have a lethal? How many damage can this be? So they play the Dryad, and they search with Expedition map, and they play Valakut, get 2 triggers. They play second Valakut, gets 3 triggers. That is Okay, that is not lethal. That is 15 damage, right? So I can fetch here. I can fetch for basic and survive. Okay, let's do this. Another Nekatel and a Nishoba Brawler, and hoping to survive the turn to kill my opponent next turn. Did I get the Titan? Really? No, guess not. I don't know. Titan doesn't do much. They can play Titan with the Obosh, so they don't know Titan here. Guess it is Amulet, as you said. Okay. What did they draw from turn? Okay, they'll be just killing my creatures, I guess. Okay, okay. 5 mana. Golos? Vorinclex? Okay, Vorinclex. Okay, they're experimenting with new cards. This is, I guess, the new Titan then. What does this guy do? It searches for 2 forest cards, and then flips into enchantment that mills 10 cards, puts creature cards into the battlefield, distributes 7 counters on target creatures, and creatures you control, they fight creatures you don't control. Okay. Now we know this. Well, this is probably a lost game, but I can kill Dryad. I need a second red. Probably use just a Foundry here. I'll kill the Dryad and play my Cowl. But I don't think flipping this guy is going to work well for me. Can they use this mana for ability? Yeah, they can. Okay. They're going for the attack first, of course. Okay, so they flip this and get back. I'll get back the Dryad. Wow. So I guess I lose this one. Yeah, I lose this one definitely. Okay, let's go to another match. Now we know what are we playing against. I'll bring in Tear Thunder, Natural State. So I guess the Vorinclex guy is the new Titan then. I'll use the Misstep. Okay, so Bolt and Bolt is bad in this matchup, so I think I'll just have to trim on both Kalheim and Bolt. And what else can I remove here? Probably one Binding. Binding is not great. They play Boseiju, but I guess they don't have Titan, so it's a bit better than it was before. So maybe I don't take out the Binding. Uh, oh, sure, yeah, they can play Pact, yeah. And we saw no Amulet, that is true, that is true. Maybe, yeah, the misstep then not going to work, yeah, definitely. I don't like Chained, yeah. I don't like Chained, I don't even like the Binding in this Boseiju matchups. They usually don't work out as intended. So I guess I just want to Flusterstorms then, maybe. Flusterstorm spell pierce effects should be pretty good. Okay, I think Invasion is maybe better than Bolt here, so just completely, maybe not completely trim. Maybe trim one binding, one bolt, leave one in. I think this is okay. They played the Escape to the Wilds and those high mana cost cards. Try to hate those if I can. Okay, 2 cows should be good. Okay, no Arboreal Grazer. I'll start with cow. They still play the Mycosid Gardens, so they have the amulet. Okay, I have the state, that is good. I will just play the cow. I'll first attack, discard one of the lands. Okay. Discarding this. Getting another cow, that is decent. I'll get just the forest here. Use a state on it. Play another cow. Try to find another burn spell. Maybe I should have got the. Actually, it doesn't matter. Temple Garden wouldn't matter much. So I need the Tribal Flames basically. If they go like copy amulet here, they have just 4 mana. Let's see if they have Azusa or Dryad or whatever. No, just another amulet. Okay. So I need to find basically I need to find another burn spell to finish the game immediately. I don't know how well is this going to go with the 3 amulets on the field. So discarding the Scion. Discarding the Temple Garden. Nothing. Okay. Well, my opponent survives on 5 life, and I'll play everything I have. I'll play this. I'll play Nekatl and hold back Lightning Bolt. Hope for the best. Okay, they have 6 mana here. I'm actually not sure what will they do here. Okay, they go for the Cultivator. Okay, they get infinite amulet triggers. I actually hate playing against amulet because it takes so much time to resolve all this stuff, and I have no idea how is this new version going to kill me. Another Colossus, okay. Well, I guess they'll just do the infinite Colossus triggers. What then? What happens after you play Oriole Colossus? Just give them haste, is that it? Okay, so it's Obosh. Well, their Colossus are still 4-4. What is this deck doing? I'm just not sure. So they're just casting the Colossus and that's it? So I'm just kind of looking for more burn spells if I untap. What else will they do? Am I dead? Okay, I'll just look for another red source. I'll take Sacred Foundry, doesn't matter. Okay, so I go for attacks here, looking to find my spell. Find that burn spell. I need to finish this game. Okay, so okay, resolve the first ability. Is it a burn? It's not. Okay, resolve the second ability. It's not a burn. Okay, I lose. I would lose anyway on their turn because they have the Obosh. I can't kill it. And these guys will have trample and basically double strike. I can kill the Dryad though. So I can do this and see what they do. Am I dead like 5? 10? Yeah, I'm dead, so I just concede this. Let's see if the burn spell was near the top. Okay, losing a game, match 1 against, I guess, a new version of Amulet deck with a new dragon. I heard that new dragon is kind of good, but this is the first time I actually read what the card is doing. I really have low interested in this kind of decks. Not a combo player. I play some combos, but they are mostly like creature based. Okay, this is a keep. I think it's Vorinclex. The black one is Sheldred. Elesh Norn is the white one. I don't know the other two though. Okay, this is probably Affinity, right? I go for the Zagotrium in this situation. Yeah, I just completely ignored the green one. I have so low interested in that one. Okay, they're just a slow start Affinity. Maybe they don't have a colored mana source. Okay, this is fine. I'm just going to go for a Sacred Foundry, play my Scion, pass the turn. I could also maybe go for Invasion. kill the Frogmite, prevent them from playing more affinity spells. That is an option. Hard choices here. I think I'll go for the Scion. So next turn, maybe I can go like I will definitely go for invasion and then maybe try to flip it the turn after that. Okay, my opponent goes for the equip here. If they go for attack, I don't mind that much. Another Memnite, Frogmite is fine. Don't care. They now attack for 7. I'll just kill this one and play another creature that can block the Frogmite. Or I can just exile the Cranial Plating. That's good too. That is good too. So I think I'll find. I need red sources, more red sources. So I'll probably go for the vents. Okay, so basically I need this one for Leyline Binding. So I'm going to play the Nekatel. I think I'm going to pass the turn. That is it. I have a Bolt and Leyline Binding to protect myself from this Ornithopter. I can attack here for 4 damage. Okay, drawing a card with Soul Guide. Is this a Tot Monitor? Totcast? Okay, Totcast is okay. Okay, so I think I'm just going to go for Leyline Binding, this Cranial Plating. So I have white mana available next turn to cast another Leyline Binding. I think this is the best. I won't use the Bolt still. Okay, white mana, another white mana here is good. So I'll go for the Invasion now. And hold the Bolt plus Binding. Okay, so I think I'll attack opponent with this one, and I'll attack the invasion with this one. And just pass the turn, hold Bolt plus Binding. That is it. I can flip the invasion on end of turn, and then have the double trigger on the next turn attack, kill their creatures, kill their stuff. So that's like opponent is on 12 lives, so there is no much point attacking. This 3 damage just don't matter that much. So it's much better to attack invasion. People always attack, when do I attack invasion? Don't see how this can be good. But there are plenty of ways and opportunities to attack the invasion. And it will happen very often. So I now just bolt this invasion. And I'll just have the lethal immediately this turn. Unless they have rebuke, of course. Okay, I won't play binding this turn. I will just keep it. I'll just keep it, and then I'll go for the Ragavan Dash. I'll go for the Ragavan dash. This is going to opponent. This is also going to opponent. And maybe this one can flip the invasion. Are these 3 damage relevant or not? Let's think about this. Opponent is on 12. I can put him to 6. I don't think this 3 damage is relevant, so I'll just attack the invasion, try to flip it. Have the blocker flyer. Okay, I got another blocker with the Ornithopter. Casting my dragon. Casting my Topter. Holding the Leyline Binding here. And passing the turn, I think this is it. If this was a grinding game, like flipping this dragon just wins you the game, because each attack you get, and you get 2 of these triggers which can like kill the Rhino token when you're triggering with 2 dragons. They can kill a lot of stuff, so it works really well. So what do I want against Affinity? Definitely these spells, this thing, and these things. These cards are all good, very good here. Obviously, there's a combo between Hiratsugu and Chained, but often you will just remove like equipped creature with this Chained, or like construct token, something like that. And also Nombo is any one drop plus Hiratsugu, but when you resolve the Hiratsugu, it's often just so good that it doesn't matter if you kill a few of your own stuff, because it just puts your opponent so much backwards. So we are playing playing that. All the removals are great. What do we want to remove here? Probably the 1-drops. Like Ragavan is pretty bad here. I'll take out all the Ragavans. Probably 2 Nekattles. Having like 4 1-drops like this feels okay. Then what else? Maybe I don't want 4 Stubborn Denials. It is a creature-based deck. They play some non-creature spells, of course. Maybe 4 is too much here. Definitely like the burn spells and like these 2-mana creatures. So this is very close. This is very close. I will just take another denial and that's it. Okay, 1 lander can keep that. So got to mulligan this. 2 lander, that is better. I almost don't care what are the other cards. I have Kavu, I have 2 lands, and that is like in most cases keep, unless you're playing against something really some weird matchups when you need specific cards. Okay, so not sure what card I want to remove here. All of these cards are pretty good. Like Tear Thunder is probably the best. Layla Binding is pretty good too. They don't have a solution for it, so Cow is also great. So I guess the Invasion has to go, but the Invasion is also pretty cool here. If you can flip this dragon, it will definitely win you this type of games. Patchwork is tricky to deal with, but I hopefully my cow will be bigger. So trying to deal with him this way. Okay, Kau. Hope the patchwork doesn't outgrow you, at least for one turn. Don't want to take like 6 damage or more. Here goes Saga. Here goes plating. Okay, they have the jar. Do they just go for the equip here? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just let the damage and play the binding, pay 3 mana, exile this patchwork, and then use Tear Asunder turn after to get the Saga before the trigger. That is the plan. Just a second. Okay. So I just let the damage. I have to pay 2 more life for this team went. So I'll just play the binding immediately. Play around this welding jar. Pay the 2 mana for this ability. Get rid of this guy. Don't like this guy. Hate that I have to pay 2 mana for it. But my hand is very good. I think I want to discard the Brawler here. Try to get either another land or a spell. I have another cow, which is very good threat already, so... Okay. Got rid of the automaton. My opponent started attacking with cow. Have some really good spells in my hand. I think this situation is good for me. They're just 2 cards in hand right now. Okay, so maybe they have the rebuke in hand. This way they have 3 mana. So I'll start with the Leyland Binding. I'll try to kill this construct. Let's see if they have the rebuke or not. Okay, let's just exile this guy. And now it's safe to just go natural state. Yeah, and I have another attack with cow. I won't take any cards from my hand. All cards are good. So I'll keep them and just do 5 damage with cow. Exile Urza Saga from opponent's graveyard. That's it. Opponent is on 10 life. I'm maybe like Tribal Flames away from a kill or a bolt. Okay, just 2 cards in hand. Guess they don't have a creature. So I can just go bolt end of turn. If I get another bolt, I have the kill. Or Ragavan Dash will work too. So I don't really need this land, so I'll just use the cow ability to discard it. Here is the invasion. This works too, and invasion finishes the game. That's that's what is good about when you have the more burn spells in your deck. They probably have the rebuke, but still, this is exactly what happened to me in a lot of situations when playing with invasion in the deck. It's just you have more burn spells in your deck. In a lot of situations, you will just be able to put opponent low enough. They kill your creatures, stabilize, and then you just have like 12 burn spells in your deck to finish the game. And that's it. So my opponent just one life now. Can they do anything? Let's see. Okay. That is the match 2. So 1-1. Going to game 3. Looking for game 3, match 3 opponent. I really go to bedroom a lot when I drink coffee. Like I have this big mug full of coffee. I just love coffee. Okay, so kind of have a bit of problem with coffee actually. Maybe drinking too much of it, but it's okay. Okay, playing first. That is very good when playing Domain Zoo. You always want to play first. Its deck is just so much better when you are on the play. It's really hard to stop it. Like turn 2, this big, huge, hard to deal with creature. Then turn 3, you play another one and hold the interaction. And then turn after another one, and you're really close. Really soon, you get really close to winning the game. They just hit so hard. Let's see what are we playing now against. I hope it's not Grief turn 1. Yeah, it's a Grief turn 1. Well, at least I will either kill the Grief or play a big creature on turn 2, so it's okay. This deck mulligans well. So unless they have a Fury Scam on turn 2, should be okay. They'll probably get the Kavu plus Flames, and I'll play my Scion. What did they exile? Terminate? Okay. So hoping they don't have another Terminate in hand. Okay, no other Terminate. That is good. But I can't. I must draw a solution for one of the opponent's creatures to be able to raise the opponent. Actually, need to draw some cards, some ally cards. This is the good cards. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just play this one. I'll play. I'll play this fetch and just cast my Kavu, attack with Scion, and hope they don't have the Fatal Push. I can also stay back with Bolt. But I think I want to try to raise them. If they don't have the push, then I should be in a good situation. If they play something like Blood Moon or Spyro, I think I'm fine. Okay, so quick bathroom break, back in a few seconds. Okay, let's see what they do. Probably just attack with Grief. Then what? No attacks. That's even better. So I only maybe just need a white source for the Blood Moon because of the ley lines, and I'll go for the second red source here. So I'll take the Foundry. Okay, this is cool. I'll play the Heat, attack with both, discard the Steam Vents, see what happens. I'll get my planes out before drawing a card here. Another binding, that's cool. So let's see what they do. There's no need to do anything here really. I have first strike trample here. Okay, I'm just going to first strike your guys. I'm going to hold my bindings. Okay, Undying Malice. I'm going to play the binding in response. I still have the trample here, so I'll get the 4 damage through. And my opponent concedes. Okay, that is it. Game 1 against Rakdos, winning against Torwan Grief. This is the best card in the matchup, Chain to the Rocks. I put this in Zoo decks, especially to fight the Rakdos matchup. It's very good here. They go like turn 1 Scam Fury, you go like Chain to the Rocks, okay. Similar to Binding. Binding is a very good card in the matchup. Let's see what else. We definitely want to rest in peace. I actually have the sideboard guide, but sometimes I forgot my sideboard guide, what I do with these things, and I don't board every time the same. I just kind of, not all the players are the same. Try to sometimes while playing, usually always use the same patterns, but sometimes do little bit tweaks with the sideboard changes. So what I do against Blood Moon decks, mostly cut 2 Warnekattles. Against Bolt decks, mostly cut 1 Nishoba Brawler. Play 2-2 like this. And now we definitely want some Blood Moon solution. So 2 Tier Thunders go in. And the Stubborn Denials can be great, good, like countering occasionally Blood Moon or Undying Spell, something like that. But they're not really great. So I'm mostly just cutting 2 of these. And sometimes putting in also Teferi, especially Teferi can be good on the play. If you play like a creature turn 2 and you don't want to play more creatures into like Fury scam, you can just play Teferi plus the Teferi. They can't use Undying spells anymore and you're safe from Blood Moon. So when you play Teferi on the play, turn 3 means they can't play Blood Moon, and that is actually how I win in some occasions. So I must remove something else. I think Tribal Flames can sometimes be not good enough. Not good enough against when Blood Moon resolves. So I think I'll remove one Tribal Flames, and that's it. On the play, I think maybe I can bring in either one Teferi or the 4th Flames. We'll see. But this looks good, I think, for the game too. Okay, this is a good hand. Decent, not the greatest, but I have a basic forest here. Have good lands. Again, dealing with turn 1 grief. Last game, opponent did the turn 1 grief. We won anyway. But now, opponent will exile both Binding and Territorial Cavu, which are probably the best cards against them. So we'll be in the top deck mode, and everything depends on top of our deck, obviously. Let's see what they exile with this. Totsies, okay. I got the game 1, so I can afford to lose this one. Chain to the Rocks. That card is just so good here. Turn 1 Fury, turn 1 Grief, you just Chain to the Rocks it. Okay, wrong mana. This is the card that hates the scam matchup the best. This is the best card in the matchup. Chain to the Rocks. Play it turn 1, don't get any damage in. So you just used 3 of your cards to discard 2 of mine cards. And I didn't deal any damage. And I still go for... I still can play a turn 2 KO, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to because opponent will be able to Fury it. I have multiple options here. I can go just for basic. I can go for basic, just play nothing there. But I think I want to pressure the opponent, make them use their spells. Try to use Fury without, maybe they'll use Fury without the Undying spell. Force them on a play like this, that one. Seems like okay option here. I'll just go for the Breeding Pool. Cast my 4/4 KO. Okay, they have Terminate, obviously. That's okay. I go Giganta hand. No, even better, I go Ikoria to kill the Dati. Ikoria kills Dati. I will play the Heat, probably get the basic. I can play Sion for 4 mana if I get it, so I think the basic is more valuable here. So I'll just go for basic, pass the turn. Interested to see what was the last card in opponent's hand right now. Terminate. Okay, it's good they discarded Terminate. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'll go for another Ikoria here. I'll kill this Spyro. I'll play my Nacatl. Then Nacatl can maybe help me flip this invasions. If I can flip the boat, that is pretty sick. I flipped the boats at a few occasions. It was pretty sick. Is this Grief? No, it's Blood Moon. Okay, it's I don't care. Have my plains, have my forest. Pretty satisfied how this is working out. I got my third land to cast the Giganta, fifth land to cast the Giganta next turn. An opponent is on 16, so I kind of just want to attack the invasion here. No point dealing this 3 damage to opponent's face when I can flip this insane invasion, and then it just wins the game. 3 mana is it the Spyro? Maybe it's the Spyro. Yeah, Spyro probably. Okay, what was the last card? Let's see. Magus. Okay. Okay, they got the 5th land, and there is 1 card in their hand left. Do I go for the attacks here? Well, they have a decent trade, but I think I'll go for it. It would be pretty bad if they have the Undying spell. That would be pretty bad. Just blocking with Spyro, then playing the Undying spell on Spyro. Well, I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass for this turn. Just play the Giganta and stay back. Then I'll attack with Giganta next turn. So at least they won't have this good block available. Another land is good. I like that. They have Spyro in the graveyard, so they can potentially trade with my Giganta here. Okay. Another land for me too. That is not that great. Okay, what I'll do here is I'll attack with just Nekatl and just check if they have the Undying spell. I think they have the Undying spell. What else would they hold like this? So I'm just going to attack with Nekatl in this situation. And let's see. Okay, that is fine. I want them to lose some of these tokens so they can't really trade with Giganta. They're blocking with Spyro. Okay, they're blocking with everything. I want to kill the Spyro definitely so they can't use the Undying spell on it. Let's see. Yeah, they got it, of course. So I'll just take the blue mana here, counter this spell. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Just kill the Spyro, kill the Elemental, and now they are in pretty bad situations. They have to jump this Giganta every turn, and we are both in a top deck mode, but I am in a much better situation because when I flip this guy, it's over. And they're just letting me flip it. Wow. Oh no, they have another Spyro. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, 2 more tokens. Rest in peace. I would be glad if I got this earlier. Can they actually raise me here? Maybe they can, but they have to jump the Giganta each turn. So it's kind of close. I don't think they'll be able to do it. It would be great if I got this turn earlier. I'm just hoping they don't get the Ragavan to dash it and then get something from the top of my library. What I want now is the Bolt to flip this invasion and then use this invasion to flip other one. They're afraid of me flipping it, so just attacking with one. That's really good for this race. Oh, here it is. This is the best, the best. I think game is over now if they don't top deck the Fury for just one turn. And there are just so many examples when this card just wins the game. Okay, sorry. This is not a combat. And people just keep talking about why when do you do this? When do you flip it? But you mostly flip it every time. Like if you don't have a kill, you go for the flip in a lot of situations. Why are they blocking the 2? They have the Bolt. Okay, so I know what is the last card in their hand. It is the Bolt. They are now on 0, and I have this Great Dragon. So if they don't top deck the Fury now, I think I will win because I will flip another invasion. Yeah, the invasion wins. Invasion is so good. Yeah, so if you flip the first one and then the first one flips the second one and then it gets really crazy. So actually when you have 2 and you attack, they like do 8 damage, which is crazy. Yeah, so 2-1 had that unfortunate game 1 matchup against New Brew from Red Faced Menace, New Amulet Titan with a 5 mana dragon using Obosh. Obosh is like really good. Obosh is like a really good idea in Titan because they often have a lot of mana, and sometimes they just don't have the payoff. And if you can always just pay 8 mana to bring this large guy into the play that can end the game by itself, I think that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So really interested to see if that version sticks or not. There is definitely a problem. They had like 2 Cultivator Colossus activations and didn't have the kill on the same turn, which is not as good as the classic lists with Titan mostly just win on the same turn. So they passed the turn and I had the 3 draws. So I just needed to top deck any burn spell to finish the game. Didn't get it. Probably mostly because I boarded a lot of them out. But who could have known that I'll need that much that last 2 damage. Okay, so this seems like okay hand. Not the greatest. When you don't have Kavu or when you don't have Kavu or Scion, it's immediately not as powerful hand as it can be. When you have a Scion or Kavu, that are those hands are the best. Those are definitely 2 best creatures in the deck, and you just always want to have one of these 2. Okay, I'll show you the Kalheim version. Okay, so this is my lot of versions of Zoo lately that performed well for me. This is like future Zoo. When a lot of people like when coming to the zoo, they want to drop the Nekatel because it's a bad card, obviously. But Nekatel does such a good job in this specific list. Okay, this specific list I play here. And there are other lists of Zoo which are better off without Nekatel. That is true. But in this exact list, the Nekatel is the real bomb. And it's often one of the best creatures in the deck, like, for example, against classic Amulet Titan. And against Burn, Valnekatel is the best card. There are a lot of other examples, like against Creativity. I think the Valnekatel is the best card in the deck against Creativity. They just lose so quickly to Wild Nekatel. If you have 2 of them, it's like turn 1 Nekatel, turn 2 Kavu. I've won like 95% of the matches I played these 2 cards. I guess it's another Titan matchup. What do I do here? I guess I just play the Savai Triumph. Maybe I keep the Savai Triumph. Try to cycle it if I get flooded. What I wanted to say, definitely there are zoo lists playing better without Nekatel, and I have plenty of those versions on my channel. This is the one, the good stuff 5-color tempo deck. Okay, there is a new Kalheim zoo. This is also a mid-range version using this invasion of Kalheim, mitigating the Seismic Assault, but like a super much more powerful Seismic Assault card, which is crazy card advantage engine. This card draws you like 6 cards for 4 mana, and then you flip it into like crazy win condition, which also produces you cards. And you have like Iteration and Renin 6 to fill your hand. And like Tribe of Flames is one of the perfect cards to use with these battles. It's just a 2 mana card that flips the any battle, almost any battle, and it's just so good in the deck because it fits the deck's aggressive strategy. And you can also notice that this is also a good stuff version, let's say, but I would say fitted to play this really strong new battle, which is one of the most powerful battles from the new set. It's in the right deck, it just works very crazy, very well. Okay, let's continue this. So I think I'm going for the Savai. I doubt I'll have the option to cycle this Savai Triumph later, so I'll just go for it, make my mana easier. I really need another creature. Will they go like transmute? No. Okay. Yeah, Dryad. Can kill the Dryad. Can kill it on turn 4 with double invasion. Maybe they blocked the Nakatal. We will see. I doubt it. Good Titan players rarely block with Dryad. Okay. I got to play another Nakatal, continue attacking. I'll play my fetch, hold a stubborn denial, maybe I can make it useful. If I got the Kau, it would definitely be useful, but I doubt it. They'll probably be able to cast the Summoner Pact next turn, and I won't be able to efficiently counter it. So if I got the like Scion or Kau next turn, I think I would be in a good position. But getting another 1-drop, I think it doesn't do the job. Okay, short break again. Yeah, I was probably Kau away from having much better odds in this game. They're now probably casting this Cultivator or Titan, whatever. I also know about Dolaria in their hand. Let's see. Okay, it's Titan. I think I can safely concede this one. So they didn't even have similar pact, so stubborn denial wouldn't matter. You just kind of have to have the solution for Amulet. If they get the Hasteland, I concede. Okay, opponent, thinking so much about this, why are you doing this? Maybe. Yeah, I'm sure I'm open to all the suggestions. But I'm really unexperienced. Really unexperienced with Twitch. I was struggling to find to like put the profile picture and not to mention everything else. Try to make the stream decker work. I think it's not working. Not sure. Yeah, really bad with those kind of stuff. But I hope to get to be better at this. Learn some stuff through gameplay. What were you thinking when you said the settings? Anything specific? I'm open to all the suggestions, of course. Okay, so I'll get the red mana. Steam Vents, I think. I have the Binding, but they have two Walakuts and only just one card in hand, so maybe I get lucky here. Well, the problem is that next land is gonna make 6 damage whenever they want, and if it's the bounce land, then they're probably gonna kill me immediately. Okay, I'll go for the Binding anyway. That is probably my only chance here. I can't allow another Titan activation. Okay, I'll play my land, attack with both Nekatals, see if they block maybe. If they block with one Dryad, then maybe maybe they'll go for it, because if they don't, I have potential of Bolt Flames. Yeah, they're doing it. Okay, so I guess I'm going for the Plains. Finishing off this Dryad with Invasion. And keeping the blue mana. I think this blue mana is really useless, but I'll keep it. I have nothing else to do, of course, so let's just kill the one Dryad. Maybe I can kill the second one. And killing one is already good if like they'll have the bounce land, which means they can play it just 2 times and not 3 times. Hopefully I can kill the Dryad next turn and they don't do anything relevant, or if they do I just probably die, so... Okay, here is the Growth Chamber, as I suspected. And the Tolaria, okay, they had the Tolaria in hand, so it means that Growth Chamber was the top deck. So I would say pretty good top deck. For the opponent, I guess it was exactly what they needed. Or it wasn't, I'm not sure. Maybe a bit confused about it. Okay, so Valakut is gonna kill both of the Nakatals. They'll get the Tolaria back in hand, and they can now find the Titan. Can they play it immediately? I think they can. Yeah, so I probably lose. Not probably, but certainly. Will the Stubborn Denial help prevent them from casting? I think not. Yeah, I guess it will. So they have exactly 6 mana. So if I cast the Denial, they can't cast the Titan this turn. Okay, so did they play the 2 lands? I can't remember. Did they play the 2 lands or just one? Oh, they played just one. So they can play another. They can play the Titan. So I guess I'll concede now. Let's go to another game. Okay, again losing game 1 against Titan. What is this? What's happening? Okay, I have the natural states, Tear Sunders in. Minor misstep. And that is it. I take out one Leyline Binding. Lightning Bolt is often not that good, especially except when you need it to finish the game, of course. So I'll take out some of the burn spells. I still leave 8 of them in. I think this is great. And that's it. I think actually Hiretsugu is better on the draw. When I'm too aggressive and attacking, I don't want to kill my Ragavans and Nekatals, and Hiretsugu is usually useless. So I think it's better when I'm like playing a slower game. Then they make a lot of constructs and stuff like that, and I kill all the amulets the same turn without killing all my stuff. I really don't like having Kiritsugu in this type of hand when you have Ragavan and Nekatel and you're definitely playing them like turn 1, turn 2. And then like drawing into Kiritsugu feels very bad. And often this means it's not like against Hammer Time when you kill your Ragavan but you don't care because you kill like their whole board. But in this matchup I really care about my one drops surviving and dealing damage. But Yevvalne Katal is one of the best cards for me in this matchup. Ragavan can often be bad. Actually, I think I always side out two Ragavans for another card when I'm on the draw, because they have a draw more to get the Grazer, and Grazer is so good into blocking the Ragavan, and then they're playing into Dryad, which can also block him. It often ends up very bad for the Ragavan. I have the bolt now, so I'm going to start with Ragavan. Okay, this is a perfect start. Let's see if Ragavan connects. I doubt they have Dismember. Okay. Cavern of Souls removed. I'm going to go as fast as possible here, so playing two of my creatures. So followed with a bolt and maybe another burn spell, I can maybe kill opponent on turn 4 and have the binding in meantime, disrupting opponents, maybe if they play the amulet. I think this game should be easy for me. Okay, so this will be pretty easy, unless they have something really good. I'm going to discard the Scion. Okay, I don't need a Grazer. So I'll just play another Nekatel and hold the binding plus Bolt. Okay, opponent concedes. Time for game 3. That was a pretty bad hand from the opponent. I'll try with the 2 Hiritsugu on the draw. Expecting for my Ragavan to have more chances of getting Volt on the draw. Okay, this is like decent hand, not the best of hands, but can work. I still got the Ragavan. So I'll play it. I can have domain anyway because of the steam vents. Let's see if Ragavan connects or not. Seems like opponent kept worse hand this time. No amulets. It's immediately a lot easier when they don't have the amulet. Now I can play my cow, hold denial plus misstep. This is pretty good situation for me. This type of games, when they don't have some really crazy start, it ends up being very easy for me. So let's see how this goes. Okay, it's Dryads, yeah. They'll be able to play another land, which is fine. I'll just Leyland binding it on my turn. Now in this situation, I kind of like having the Hiritsugu, because if they play the amulet now, I don't care that much about my Ragavan. Ragavan already did the job, so I'll just play it. But I feel like when I'm on the play, I'm just too aggressive to like think about Hiritsugu. Okay, so I'll just go for the binding here. Remove this guy. Attack for 6 damage here. Since I got the misstep and stubborn denial, there's no chance of them resolving the amulet, so I can safely discard the Hiritsugu. I will hold my interaction. I can't play more creatures because I didn't draw a land. I think I'm going to, well, how much do I care about this? I have another counter, so I think I use this one. I want to prevent every ramping here. Another explore, well, I have to let this one. This is good sign for me than playing just explore. Okay, Slayer Stronghold and Gardens. Okay, is it Amulet? No, it's Grazer. I think Grazer is fine. I want to save the I need to save the misstep for the Summoner's Pact. I'll have to let this resolve. Maybe I can use the Leyland Binding. Okay, so I'm using the binding, and do I have the lethal? No. If I had the land, it would be a lethal. I really want to connect with Ragavan, so I gotta do this. Go for 6. I'll discard the Nishoba. Okay, can get the land I need. Really close to lethal, but here, but it's not good enough. So again, passing the turn with just misstep here. So this one is really good in this matchup. Minor misstep always won me the last time when I was playing for the trophy. Minor misstep in this situation counters the Summoner's Pact plus Amulet Titan, which are like the main 2 cards I'm afraid of in a situation like this. So Amulet with Titan can finish the game, and Summoner's Pact. And other than that, I really don't care about other spells. So Minor Misstep is just really good here, and it works even without Kavu, without a 4-powered creature. If I had a land, my opponent, the third land, my opponent would already be dead. But here we are still playing this one. What can my opponent do? He can maybe like hardcast the Titan, but I doubt they have it. They would just play it already. Maybe they have Pact and now thinking about what to get with the Pact. That seems more likely. No, it's Titan after all. No, it's Dromoka, okay. What exactly does this say? I remember losing last time to Dromoka. It says has flying and lifelink, and the opponent can cast spells during your turn. Okay, well, this sucks. So basically I need another burn spell. That is what I need. I remember losing last time exactly to this card. But my opponent has only one card in hand. Here is the land. I can like sacrifice cow, make them block cow, and then finish the Dromoka with Tribal Flames. Then if I do this, I'll be able to like play another cow and hold a misstep. Let's do this, okay. I'll probably discard the Brawler, sacrifice one of my creatures, whichever they want to block. I'll let them. So discard the, okay, discarding the Brawler. Choose which one you block, of course it is cow. Okay, so I play the Tribal Flames to finish this guy. Then I play my other cow and the Nekatl. So I'll get the red mana here, I think. So I can play my cow, Nekatl, and hold the minor misstep. So I have a lethal for the next turn. Protected with the minor misstep. I think this is the best I can do. Okay, here it is, misstep shining once again. Countering the Summoner Pact, probably for the GGs. Let's see if that's it or they have something else adapted. Once again, misstep winning me the Titan matchup. This is the second time in a row I won this exact matchup with the minor misstep. You can see the last league I played with it on my channel. Here it is. And 3-1, so playing last game of this league. Again, doing very good with the Domain Zoo. I often do very good with this deck, and it especially performs well when creativity is popular and decks like Scapeshift, which play like big mana non-creature spells which are just so soft to the Stubborn Denial, and they really can handle the early pressure. Well, this hand is not great. It's a kind of a borderline keepable. Uh, not definitely not great, but often I go to mulligan this mediocre hands and just get mana screwed totally. So I think it's like borderline keepable. Have two very good removals. I'm playing against Giganta. This could be like Proves, it could be Tron, or it can be Grixis. Against two of these three options, it's a Tron. Okay, so these two cards are now really bad. If it was Proves or Grixis, the Binding and Bolt would be great. But I guess Nishoba is here a good card for this matchup. But I'm on the draw, and we will have to see if I'll be fast enough. Yeah, the living end matchup is also really good. This is a deck that plays post board 7 1 mana really good counters to the cascade spells. So there is 4 stubborn denials, minor misstep, plus 2 fluster storms on the side. Yeah, I think this is one of the best decks in the format to play against living end. So many decks are so soft to that deck, and this just plays easily with you just need two of those in most situations to win the game. Also, they're mostly weak to Ragavan when you can do like turn one Ragavan, turn two creature, hold Fluster, then start drawing cards with Kavu. You can also like put creatures into the graveyard. I also play Teferi on the sideboard. There's just so many ways to beat them. But obviously, that is one of the decks that when it have the nuts, you can't do anything. Like when they have grief into into subtlety or some crazy stuff into force of negation, of course you're going to lose. But overall matchup is favorable. While there is also a Cascade Zoo. Most people are probably familiar with the archetype. Cascade Zoo is a deck that was very bad for entire year or still bad just because it has that terrible living end matchup. Deck just can't beat that deck, the Cascade Zoo, the version playing Shardless Agents, Bloodbraid Elves. So the Cascade cards actually prevent you from playing a good hate for that deck, so you're so dependent on the Unmoored Ego, and they have 4 Greaves plus 4 Force of Negations plus other stuff like White Leyline. So okay, I can't binding the expedition map. They have 2 mana open, so they will untap with 9 mana, and it could be pretty bad for me. So I'll just go for the strand. I'll find like steam vents. Find the steam vents. I'll play the Scion. Hold a ley line binding, plus bolt. Then go just try to burn them. I think my plan for this game is burn them. I expect for them to play like stuff like maybe 7 mana Karn. Exile one of my creatures. That would be the best. That means I have lethal next turn. Or they play the baby Karn. And Wormcoil is also good. So I'm good to most of the plays they have. Yeah, it's a 7 mana Karn. I think they are dead. Tron is also a very good matchup. Of course, you can still lose games to good matchups. So, but I have like 1 mana spell that counters this 7 mana spell. So in the main, and I have a very good post board hate too. So What else they have? Draw with the relic, and that's they probably dead. Yeah, that is it. So let's just count the damage. 3 damage here, 5, 10, 14. I guess I'm missing the damage. 14 damage. Well, guess in that case I'll just have to binding the Karn. Missing 1 damage there. I really want to put them on 1 life. Okay, so do I want to flip the invasion? That is the question. So I can't kill them. But do I just play another? Maybe just play another Scion. I think I just play Invasion plus Scion. Okay, that is the plan. So just trying to deal damage with 1 of 2 Scions for the next turn, and hoping for that to seal the game. That this way I win around Wormcoil Engine. A lot of stuff actually. So let's see if I can get it. I played. Didn't I play Nishoba first? I'm pretty sure I played Nishoba first. Pretty sure I played Nishoba first. Okay, I missed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean now. Yeah, I missed the damage. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I completely forgot about this. So I was counting the damage end of their turn, and I top decked the Scion, and I completely forgot. Well, it's over now. Yeah. That was pretty bad. I will have the lethal in hand for the next turn. This way, they maybe can play 3 mana, destroy everything. Yeah. So this is a new card. So obviously, I'm going to have some fails with it too. I'm not used to playing it, and in those situations, you will definitely forget about stuff and not play ideally every time. But definitely missed a really important damage with playing Scion first. Because, yeah, I have exactly 8 in hand. It will be pretty bad if they get rid of both Scions. I'm hoping they don't have like Ulamog, exiling both of the Scions. That will be pretty good for the opponent. Okay, scrying is fine. Boseiju, okay. There is the Boseiju. Actually, they can play this turn, so it's Ulamog maybe. Okay, it's the Leveler. Okay, Leveler means they are dead. I think. Yeah, they're dead. The most important thing, it's not the Ulamog. I can deal with the Karn. They will just kill 1 of the Scions, and I finish them, and it's all good. They have the Boseiju in hand. It doesn't matter. Have the lethal. Okay. That is it. Yeah, the game. Opponent never wants to be on a 5 when playing against Domain Zoo. Being on 5 is like same as being on 0. Okay, so let's begin sideboarding. I have good hate here. They play a lot of 1 mana spells, so my misstep is very useful here too. Like lately, the last lists kind of changed, can be useful sometimes, but I don't think it's good enough. So we already have the binding for the worm coil, so I don't think this more of this effect is needed. But Teferi, on the other hand, can be good. They play the leveler, the worm coil. It's important to always have a solution for the worm coil. Okay, so what do I remove here? Ragvan is very good in this matchup. So is the Nekatel. So is Brawler and the Kavu and the Scion. All creatures are very good here. And all Stubborn Dinars also. So all that is left actually is just trimming on burn. So I have to trim two of these, and need another card. Maybe it's misstep on the draw. I won't be able to tear. What is the tear? Just Tear Thunder. Oh, I think Tear Thunder is really good. Like it's a clean solution for the worm coil. And these latest lists really like to go hard on worm coil, and especially when playing against these aggro matchups. So I think I'll just get rid of the misstep on the draw. On the play, I think I bring it in. It can counter turn 1 expedition map, so it's good. On the draw, I can't do this, so I think it's better on the play. I think you will always have a target for a Thunder. I can keep a one-lander. These are some good cards, but really can keep it. Okay, so here I got 2 lands. I definitely don't want 2 tap lands. These are really the bad combinational lands, probably the worst. So I can keep the 2 trams, for example, and just go binding on 2, which is not the best, obviously. Pretty bad hand. I guess I'll go. I guess have to get rid of the Korea. Play the Savai on 1. See if I'll get another land to go for Scion or not. Maybe I just get to play binding on something relevant. Maybe not. We'll have to see. Opponent still thinking. They are on 5. Okay. It's expedition up, of course. Here is the cow. That is decent because now I can play a cow on 2. They'll be able to use their expedition map. They'll have Tron on turn 3. Depending, we'll see what they will do with it. I'm going with my cow and see if they have a good spell on 3 or not. I have the Leyland Binding, so I probably can get rid of everything they play. I'm hoping for something like Wormcoil. So I can just exile it with Binding, maybe play another creature. I don't need really glasses. Okay, starting with sphere is good because it means they are looking for something, don't have anything very good in hand. This is what I want. Okay, he's crying. That is okay. I'm hoping to get draw this card with a cow here. Okay, they got the Boseiju. Do I want to go for the dash? I think I played the Zagot before the attacks to get that 1 damage through might be relevant. I think I'm not going for Ragavan this turn. I'll go for it next turn. Or maybe just discard it. Actually, it's the worst card currently in my hand. But it avoids sorcery speed removal. I think I discarded Ragavan. Stubborn Denial, that is good. Now, I don't have the blue mana. But I think I'm just playing the Draco or the maybe Brawler. Draco avoids Ugin ability. Might be relevant. But Brawler, it means I can get a kill next turn, so I will go for the kill next turn. With the Tribal Flames, of course, I have 15 damage. So I'll try this strategy if my stuff dies. I have Flames to finish the Ugin and play the Scion. So it's okay. They're not playing anything. This is great. So this means that they're dead because I have the denial. So GG's 4-1. Losing to that new amulet list. Didn't really expect. All cards in my hand are good, so I won't be using the cow ability. No need. And another good showing from Domain Zoo and Ikoria was very good again in this league. Not very good against, not the greatest against Amulet's Titan matchups, but it's not dead there too. So I think this is a better card than cards we played in Domain Zoo before. So I'm thinking like this is certainly the best list right now. Looking forward to playing more of this, but really happy with how this looks. Okay, so I got to go for the dinner. So after I'm stopping the stream now, but we'll continue later for about half an hour if you want to join again. So I'm just going to grab something to eat, and I planned streaming today for the whole day. Also tomorrow morning, I'll be continuing until the lunch. Then that's it. Okay, so I'll do a break for half an hour. Stop a stream, stop a video. Thanks for sticking by, watching the games, and that's it for now. I'll be joining later with another brew. Maybe I play Dragons. Maybe Kalheim Zoo again with the invasion of Kalheim. I'll think about it. And that's it for today. Sorry, not for today, but for now. And we'll see you in half an hour if you want to join. That's it.